Okay, continuing with our lessons. Okay, for 7th grade, you can find this on chapter 3, okay, section 4. Okay, we're going to start talking about inequalities. Okay, so these are not taken directly from the book. Okay, so don't worry about this. This is just the explanation, and we're going to start talking about inequalities. Okay, so technically, we're still going to be talking about equations. Okay, but we're going to start talking about these equations in the forms of inequalities. Okay, when we had a normal linear equation, we were looking for the value of x that is going to give us, okay, the truth of an equation. Okay, so when we were using a normal equation, we'd said like 3x plus 2 equals 7. Then we just started to solve for the value of x that was going to make our equation true. Okay, now with inequalities, it's a little bit different. Okay, when we are talking about inequalities, okay, we're talking about different equations. Okay, because we are not looking for one value of x, we are looking for several values of x that are going to make our equation true. Okay, so when we are talking about inequalities, okay, we have different symbols. Okay, we do not have the normal equal symbol like we have at the one on the bottom. Okay, when we have inequalities, we have 4 different types of symbols. We have less than, greater than, less or equal than, greater or equal than, and then just equal. Okay, equal is the one we were using for normal linear equations. Okay, so from this point forward, we're going to start talking about inequalities. Okay, so that means that we need to be familiar with the symbols that we have here. Okay, we are also going to start graphing the answers for these equations. Okay, so you need to pay particular attention to this topic, because right now we're going to talk about and explain these symbols. Okay, we're going to graph them so that we understand what is a solution set. Okay, so on the first one, we have less than. Okay, so the first one says x. Okay, we have the symbol, and then we have the number 3. Okay, so this means that whenever we have x less than 3, that means that we are looking for a value that is lower, okay, than 3. Okay, so when we have x is less than 3, so any number that we choose is going to be less than 3. Can I choose 4? No, because 4 is greater than 3. Okay, so that means that the values of x here are limitless. Okay, because we can have a whole bunch of numbers that are going to be less than 3. We have 2, we have 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, and so on. Okay, so we have all the negative numbers. We have a lot of fractions between 3 and 0, okay, that are going to be less than 3. Okay, so when we have this symbol, okay, we're talking about the value of x is going to be less than 3, not equal, less. So any value that we're going to place for x is going to be less than 3. Okay, now how do we know and how do we graph this inequality? Okay, we need to construct a number line. Okay, let's say that here we have 0 and here we have 3. Okay, so we're going to place the value of 3 here, and we're going to place it open. You'll see why in a moment. Okay, because 3 is not included. That's why we place, okay, 3, when we're putting it into our graph, we put it open. Okay, because we are using only the values that are less than 3. So 3 is not included. That's why the symbol, okay, when we graph the number 3, is open. Okay, so we're looking for the values that are less than 3. So if you imagine this number line, okay, values right to number 3, 4, 5, 10, 100, 1 million, 3 million, 10 million, 5 billion. Okay, we have a whole bunch of numbers because this number line moves to a positive infinite. Remember that infinite means never stopping, okay? Because remember, numbers are infinite, okay? And to the left of the number line, we have the negative infinite numbers, okay? So this means that when we move left to 0, we have -1, -10, -100, -1,000,000, -5,000,000, -10,000,000,000, etc. Okay, all of the values moving forward to the right, to the left of 0 are negative numbers, so that's why we put it into an infinite negative. Okay, negative infinite. Okay, so we're looking for the values that are less than 3. So that means that all of these numbers that come to the left of 3, okay, all of these numbers, okay, are included, except number 3, okay, because we're only talking about numbers that are less than 3, and 3 is not less than 3. 3 is equal to 3, so it's a different symbol, okay? So we have this number line, okay, and when we have x less than 3, that means that we are looking for all of the numbers that are less than 3, okay? And when we place this answer into a solution set, okay, there is another symbol that we need to place here, okay? They are brackets. Okay, let me put it here. Okay, when we place our solution set, we need those brackets, okay, because we're going to place the values that make this inequality true. We're going to place them into a solution set, okay? Now, that means that when we are looking for the values or the solution set for x less than 3, that means that we bring all of the numbers coming from negative infinite up to 3, okay? Now, negative infinite or positive infinite are never included in a solution set. So that means that when we put it, the bracket needs to be, okay, facing that way, okay? Because when we place negative infinite, okay, that means that we're coming from negative infinite, and we stop where? We stop at the value 3. Is 3 included in this solution set? No, because 3 is not less than 3. It's equal, but it's not less, okay? So this would be our solution set. All of the values that come from negative infinite, negative a trillion, then we come to -1,000,000, then we come to 100, then we come to 99, then we come to 50, then we come to -1, then we come to 0, then we come to 1, 2, and 3. But 3 is not included, okay? So this would be the solution set for this inequality. All of the values, okay, that are less than 3, coming from negative infinite up to 3, but 3 is not included. Entonces, estos brackets, esto se lo explico en español para que sea más claro. Esto pareciera que le está dando la espalda a estos valores, ¿ok? Porque no están incluidos. Los negative infinite y los positive infinite nunca están incluidos, ¿ok? Y no están incluidos porque no sabemos cuál es ese número, ¿ok? Negative infinite puede ser cualquier número, positive infinite puede ser cualquier número, ¿ok? Entonces, esos valores no están incluidos. Por eso les damos, es como que el bracket les está dando la espalda. Ya vamos a ver la diferencia cuando ya están incluidos los valores. Ahí ya cambia un poco, ¿ok? Now, let's talk about x greater than 7. Okay, so same thing. We're looking for the values that make this inequality true. So any number that is greater than 7 is going to be included. Okay, so we have number line. Okay, let's say that here we have 0, and let's say that here we have 7. Okay, we're going to need a little more space. Okay, so first we place the value that we're looking for, okay, and it's going to be open because we're only looking for the values that are greater than 7, okay. So according to our number line, which numbers would be greater than 7? The ones that are here, like 8, 9, 10, 100, 1 million? Yes. Or the ones that are left to 7, like 1. Is 1 greater than 7? No. Okay, so we're looking for these values. Okay, we're looking for all of these numbers that make this inequality true. X greater than 7, for example, 10, yes. 100, yes. 1 million, yes. Let's see what happens to the numbers on the left. 5, no. 1, no. Negative 100, no. Negative 1 million, no. Okay, so we're looking for all of these numbers, okay, that make this inequality true. Now, let's write our solution set. Okay, so when we write our solution set, we're looking for numbers, okay, that are making this inequality true. So, is 7 included? No. Okay, so we're looking for the values that move from 7 to positive infinite, and infinites are not included. Okay, so we're looking for all of these numbers: 10, 100, 1 million, 10 million, 1 trillion, all of those numbers. Okay, that's why we move to positive infinite. And this was negative infinite. Okay, remember that a number line expands. Okay, it moves to the positive infinite and it moves to the negative infinite. Let's look at the next one. Less or equal. Now, here is where it changes. Okay, because we have all of the values. We're looking for all of the values that are less but also equal. Okay, less or equal than. Okay, so now the number here is included in our number line and it will be included in our solution set. Okay, so let's put 0 here and let's put 2 here. Now, when we graph this inequality in a number line, the 2 is included. So we place the number 2, but now we color the circle. Okay, because 2 is now included. And we're looking for the numbers that are less or equal. Okay, so where do we find the values that are less or equal than 2? Do we find them to the right? No, we find them to the left. Okay, so when we graph this inequality, it comes to this side. And we're looking for all of these values that are less or equal than 2. Let's try it. Is 2 included? Yes. Is 2 less or equal than 2? Yes. 1? 0, for example? 0? Is 0 less or equal? Yes. Is minus 100 less or equal? Yes. Okay, the only thing that changes here is, first, we are including number 2 because it's less or equal. Okay? It also changes when we place our solution set. Okay, because now we have the numbers that come from negative infinite. Okay, so remember, negative infinites are never included. Okay? And they stop, all of these numbers are included, and they stop at number 2. But number 2, is number 2 included? Yes. Entonces, si se fijan, lo que habíamos explicado aquí, parecía que estas brackets le están dando la espalda a esto porque no están incluidos. But number 2 is now included. ¿Por qué? Porque es menor o igual. Okay, so it's less or equal. That's why now, when we write our solution set, number 2 is included. Okay? Let's look at the next one. The next one is greater or equal than. Okay, so this symbol says that we're looking for the numbers that are greater or equal than 5. Okay, so let's place our number line. Okay, we know that here it comes from negative infinite. Here it goes into a positive infinite. Okay, so what happens here? We're looking for numbers that are greater or equal than 5. So let's put 0 here and let's put 5 here. Okay, so first we locate our point. Is 5 included? Yes, because we're looking for greater or equal. So this means that this point is colored. Okay, and also we're looking for the numbers that are greater than 5. Are the numbers greater than 5 to the right or to the left? They're to the right. Okay, so we're looking for all of these numbers. Okay, and all of these numbers are included. Okay, because we're looking for 6 greater or equal than 5? Yes. 100 greater or equal than 5? Yes. 1 million greater or equal than 5? Yes. Let's put a number here. 0. Greater or equal than 5? No. Okay, so we're looking for these numbers. Okay, so when we write our solution set, okay, is 5 included? Yes, because remember it's equal. Okay, so the bracket is including number 5, and they go up to positive infinite. Is positive infinite included? No. Okay, never included. Okay? Okay. Now, with the last one, we have equal, right? This one, I just wanted to mention it so that you understand what's the difference between inequality and, sorry, let's put 0 here and 4 here, okay? So inequality means that we're looking for a bunch of numbers that can help this inequality true, right? When we have an equal sign, we only have x equals to 4. Is 4 included? Yes. That's the only thing that we need to do when x is equal to 4. Okay, because it is included and it's only one number. Okay, is 5 equal to 4? No. Is 100 equal to 4? No. Okay, so inequalities, okay, the difference between a linear equation and an equality is that a linear equation only has one solution. Okay, x equals to 4. That means that no matter what equation, x is equal to 4. Okay? But when we have inequalities, we have a group of numbers, a set of numbers. That's why the answer is also called solution set. Okay? So make sure to check this video, see it as many times as you need. Okay? Under this link will be some small exercises for you to to complete. Okay? And in the next video, we're going to talk about these type of exercises. Okay, so if you have any questions, please let me know.